Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And, of course, Devin Booker. Not a part of this lineup. We'll see how they do.
Yeah, that move was all about the long-term horizon for them. I know it's a little shocking how different this team looks, but given some time, I think things will come together.
And that's good from 17 feet. And, Clark, for these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Oh, the swat by Adams. The shot. The kick to Durant. Lets the three fly. Lively grabs a miss. Hero outside. Pass to Lively. Hero right side. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And so it's Phoenix with it. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's Durant. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Durant so good at finishing in tight. Excellent in the paint.
Brooks from outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Here's Brogdon. Here's Miller. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Lively. Goes up from the top of the key, and that one's good. Green.
The young fella making shots. Green scoring it well considering how little experience in the league he has.
Here's Durant. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Green. The Suns clear it. Here's Brogdon. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Karl-Anthony Towns.
Brogdon's so good at drawing contact. You can't afford to get overly physical with him.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. And that one's good. Green.
Hey, this team has great. Great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
Now here's Durant. Looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. The Mavericks lead by 3. Pass to Green. Here's Jovic. Back to Green. No good there. Off the double clutch.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And Durant with the big finish.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
The assist.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
The drive by Miller. Back to Durant. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Outside, Green. And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Here's Jovic. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Yeah, one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
And it's Green off the drive.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Into the lane. And it's slammed in by Durant.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
Pass to Jovic. Ooh, Durant with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
19-footer. Phoenix grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Here's Miller. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Up and in on the layup. Miller's got 8 points.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Hero outside. Here's the pick. Got it up. And no good. Tried to get that one to fall. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. We'll be right back after this word. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Hardy's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Armstrong. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Armstrong. Going inside. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
That was a vicious slam for Bol. Love seeing him throw it down with that kind of power.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Dallas making a change here. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up, Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly. Yeah, I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play. Trying to keep track of what approach is going. Best for you.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Maverick substitution. Number 34.
Here's Armstrong. On the take. It's stolen by Olynyk. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. And it's hammered home by Green.
Some of these dunks he throws down are absolutely absurd. What an athlete Green is.
Here's Armstrong. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
A clear look for Green. No good from the wing.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Bol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. And he drops it in from the low post. Bole's got his second basket on the night.
Bole more slender, but really showed his strength on that finish inside. He's lean, but he's got some mean to him as well.
And it's Green missing. The Suns lead by 15. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. That's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
Bole played it in with a nice touch off the window. Bole's got 8.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Marshall. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Hero for 3. Tries again. Marshall with the bucket. Marshall's got his first points of the game.
Despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Poke loose. And now the Mavs on the run. And he converts the layup.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Here's Armstrong. .107 left to play in the first half. Miller outside. Thompson outside. Here's Armstrong. No good on the 3.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
Here's Bole. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Substitution for your Suns.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside, Green. Shoots over Miller. Here's Lively. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Pass to Durant. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. So it's the Mavericks now, trailing by 13. And here is Green. Green, money from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And the first half now in the books. Phoenix out in front. They lead by 12. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Phoenix leading by 12. On the wing, Durant takes it inside, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Boy, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim. Watch out below.
Towns, that's good.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Here's Durant. Oh, Durant playing big in the paint.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
To the inside. Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Love the dunk from Lively, not just settling for the layup.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Durant's got 20.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Hero with the bucket.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
Now here's Durant. 22 points for him.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row.
Oh, my! Throw it down!
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. Mavericks trail by 12. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The offensive rebound. Robinson can't hit. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend. That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Klay Thompson picks one up. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Outside Durant. Rebounded by Marshall. Mavericks trail by 11. Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Eason. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Pass to Adams. Back to Durant. Now here's Richardson. Robinson defending. Just 5 to shoot. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Four on the clock. Robinson with a steal. Here's Mitchell. Oh, hey, how about
big
that?
Time right there. Big time.
Woo! Oh, guys, I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Now here's Richardson. No points so far. Here's Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
To the middle. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Durant inside. Out to Thompson. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Thompson's got 9.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
And it's good for 2.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Armstrong. He takes it in. Pass to Bowl. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Mitchell. Thompson with the block.
So disruptive. Thompson's defensive instincts are off the charts.
And he gets that one. 12 points for him. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
Rejected by Bowl.
Great defense from Bowl. Using that massive wingspan perfectly right there.
The Mavericks making a switch here. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Mavericks trail by 12. There's 38 seconds left in the third. To the paint. Here's Hero. Iguodaro grabs a miss. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Here's Armstrong. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. – 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Bowl. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Up top, Miller. Out to Thompson. There's the three. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Checking in for the Mavericks, Karl Anthony Towns, Donovan Mitchell.
Here's Thompson. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in command.
The Mavericks, 54.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Mitchell. Down low. Green. Finding some room inside. Green.
Well, we're seeing validation as to why Green went second overall in the draft. He's going to
throw it down.
Nice. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly. Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Mavericks making a switch here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Mike Budenholzer said to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Here's Hardy. Now Brooks. Defended by Thompson. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Assisted.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Here's Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Well, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on him, even if you may risk a foul. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they've battled back.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Second personal foul.
That one's off.
Talk about a modicum of consistency. Kevin Durant has played at an elite level since he's been in the league, and that's a lot of years, and continuing to do just that.
Mavericks trail by 6. And here's Mitchell. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Mitchell. Inside. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And I'll tell you, this thing looked pretty much over heading into the 4th, but give them a lot of credit for fighting their way back.
Can't quite put my finger on it, but something gave them a jolt, and now they're knocking down everything. We've got some fireworks in store for us down the stretch.
Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Eason. Here's Lively. Back to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mitchell. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
Putting his athleticism to great use. When Mitchell takes the initiative, he's hard to stop.
And now the Mavs on the run. The slam by Donovan Mitchell.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can. And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. This guy relishes the moment.
And it's Green missing.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Pass to Durant. Here's Armstrong. Outside Eason. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. So both teams changing it up here. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And that one's good.
Not too many can match up with Bol in close.
Green with the ball. And the shot falls short that time. Right wing. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Durant with the steal. It's off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Here's Armstrong. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his third foul so far. And the Mavericks making a change here.
Substitution, number 45.
There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Armstrong. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Suns lead by 8.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Durant with it. And Lively picks him up defensively.
Durant inside.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Derek Lively.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handle, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
Launches it, hits the trifecta. Durant's got 40 points.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Suns.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity strike.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them. And what a huge performance it was for Kevin Durant.
He was all over the place, pressuring ball handlers, jumping the passing lanes. His steals made a huge impact on this game. And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Eason, good.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Pass to Armstrong. Off target from outside. Towns, left side. A good-looking shot from the wing.
Assist bonus.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's a foul called on.
Hey, don't tell me what to do! I don't like you and I don't trust you. And I feel like I'm always to blame in this kind of situations where I'm the one that's outspoken. And don't tell me that I'm wrong. I know I'm the good one. Because I'm wrong, just straight inside. Lost my way inside. Out, that's where I go. That's all I know. Okay. Okay. Okay.
This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown, this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty. This for my city. This for my city. This for my city. This for my homies and brothers. They know that I love them. I got them. I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty. You come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city. This for my city. You know how we own it. They know how we coming. Visit my city, we thank you for coming. We party at night and go home in the morning. Shorty is watching, she know that I'm on her. Got me excited, she know that I want her. Tell me your price, she want me to spoil her. She don't like rappers, she only ballers. This for the city, this for the boroughs. They saying that I'm the Tupac of my borough. We had to get it, we had to hustle. Couldn't just sit and watch our family struggle. See me outside, they know that I'm thorough. Never been weak, it had to be muscle. I'm from a city that nobody trusts. You get money, so even your haters will love you. This for my city, this for my city. This for the
Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And, of course, Devin Booker. A part of this lineup, we'll see how they do without him.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
Williams inside. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Richardson. Brogdon with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Durant. That's good.
Such a difficult defensive matchup as KD is impossible to guard around the basket.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable, force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. He can take over an entire game. See if they can execute defensively. Back to you.
Thank you, David. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
And KD throws it down.
Yeah, a lot of years behind Kevin Durant, but that doesn't mean he's still not going to get up.
They set the screen. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. High post, KD. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. KD a screen. 6 to shoot. Connects from three-point range. Durant's got 9 points.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Here's KD. Brogdon outside. Outside for Durant. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Thunder trailing by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And a wide open look for Sarr. A three-pointer is right on target.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
Brogdon left side. Got a piece of it.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
They get it again. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. To the paint. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
The shot by Williams, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one. I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
From the inbound, and the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Tipped away.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And the dunk by Bol.
Rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
So it's the Thunder now, following the score by Phoenix. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
To the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
To the inside. And Sarr throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Suns.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Wallace outside. And it's Bagley at the elbow. Out to Wallace. Clock is at 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Inside. Here he goes. Here's Wiggins. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
And here's Armstrong. Still scoreless. Out to Thompson. From deep. Thompson with the 3.
Totally reactionary. Not even thinking about it. Klay Thompson playing with some confidence.
Wallace outside. Good D by Thompson.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And stolen by Thompson. Miller outside. And the dunk by Bol.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
And stolen by Bol. And now running up the court. Miller pushing it up. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his third basket of the night right there. Suns leading by 8. Armstrong with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. With Smart. And Bol with the lay-in. Bol's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Hands it from downtown.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Pass to Bol. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Substitution on the court.
1:51 left in the first half. Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
This is why you involve the big man Sarr in pick and rolls. He understands how to take advantage. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Durant. Durant rising up.
Yeah, KD attacking the rim. Hard to imagine anybody's going to get in the way of that.
Pass to Coulibaly. Picked by Clark. Plays it up and banks it in. Clark's got his first basket of the night.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Now Eason. Back to Durant. And Sarr pulls it down.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And there's another one for the Thunder.
How smooth was that as Gilgeous-Alexander just rising up that time. Great pace.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. Durant wide open. He fires. It doesn't go either for Durant. And an intentional foul right there. The Thunder have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with. Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Bol has been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Eason. Makes it off the glass. Eason's got the first points of the second half here for the Suns.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. We thank you for the report.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Malcolm Brogdon, Brent has moved around a little bit in his career, but he's always found a way to contribute.
Well, I think coaches appreciate, Kevin, the way that Malcolm plays the game in terms of his efficiency. They can always use that ability out there, a guy who makes solid decisions with the ball and is a knockdown shooter with high percentages.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge win.
Well, we're always wishing good health on any player, but for Kevin Durant to remain that way, that's when you get a chance to see something special offensively.
Kevin Durant, 2 shots.
The first one falls. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor. You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle. Yeah, starting the half here, 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Here's the Suns with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Outside, KD. Outside to Brogdon. Off target from three-point range.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. In 2023, and Brent, you and I remember this, Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency and a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus. But this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Suns making a change here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. It's Bol, top of the key. Pass to Armstrong. Back to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
And guys, this is kind of Bol's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
And the foul on Tari Eason. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Leonard Miller.
Phoenix on defense. Williams scanning the floor. Lets it go from deep. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
That board looked easy for Sarr at 7-1. You expect second chance opportunities like that. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Wallace, good.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on it.
Here's to Armstrong. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They're playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. On the wing, Thompson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the dunk by Bol.
Sensational instincts from Klay Thompson that time. Amazing job of slicing up the defense with the pass.
Williams for 3. And Bol pulls it down.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Here's Iguodala. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Williams. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Here's Armstrong. Hits it from 3-point range. Armstrong's got 5 now.
Well, Klay Thompson can shoot the ball and score. We know that. He's also a capable defender. We know that. But how about checking out his playmaking?
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Launches it. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Here's Wallace. And the 3 off target. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Here they come, fans. It's your one and only Thunder Girl.
Hey, Bobo, 22 points.
8 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Yep, that one goes in there.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick in the defense.
He makes it, DJ.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Thunder trailing by 18. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the inbound. And it's good on the way in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Eason with it. It's Durant on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I think he just has a great feel for what the defender is thinking. Durant using the up fake there to draw the foul.
Durant hits them both. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Puts it up from 12. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Suns leading by 16. The shot by KD. No good. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Adams sends it back.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
Right side, Kevin Durant. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. A shot by Thompson.
DJ,
no one's around. Offline with his 3. And the layup is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Eason with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Durant.
Come on. You got to be one of them things, Steve.
Under trailing by 14. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
Timeout. It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Listen. You gonna stop? You have another round?
And the Thunder making a change here. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. Durant's got 21.
And that bucket by KD is why he is so lethal. Durant can straight up save possession.
And the foul on Tari Eason.
Timeout.
That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And Phoenix making a change.
Substitution for the Suns.
On defense, the Suns, their biggest lead of the game was 21. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
He gets it in there. That's 23 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, sometimes nothing to do with Durant. His size lets him defeat the inside contact.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Chalk up 2 there.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 14-point game. That one good for 2.
One of those nights that Kevin Durant is just massive for his team. For my money, this guy's the best scoring forward of all time.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Suns lead by 16. Thompson outside. Outside, KD. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. The Thunder pull it in. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Wallace. Pass to Wells. From outside, off the mark. And here are the Suns now. 16-point lead. And here's KD for 3. Back to Bowl. Here's Eason. Defended by Bagley.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Suns.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders. And on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale boost.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bol.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Here's KD.
Yo, I'm missing.
Lets it go from the wing, and the Suns miss again. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Back to KD. And taken away by Wallace. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Outside Bagley. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3. No good on the shot. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
That's 4 in a row. You guys are on a roll tonight. Your bench includes Spike, That's 4 in a row for the Spike. Your bench came through tonight. Hello.
Hello. If you see bigger the dance and the place get mellow, hear me I tell you. Some do my thing, change them my bling. Skip me enemy, them me a little building. Camera, action, flame. When we outside, lock down the building. Let me in ya.
Yeah. 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 I've been way too teed to ever let one of these play with me. Stay out the way with me. It get hot like a block on a day when it's 80 degrees. Top out the top on the land, it was me and Tans was in Miami like the Heat. Top out the top on the land, it was me and Tans was in Miami like bam. If you gonna bust up, then you gotta learn how to take some losses, bro. What it costs you, bro. And it got me exhausted, bro. My rollie go 40 below. Money and loyalty, all that I know. Cardi my glasses, Cardi my... We run the city like cardio. I open my eyes and still see... And walk in the kitchen, it smell like... Woke up with a style, she driving a boat. I've been fighting my demons, I'm whipping the ghost. Part of my glasses, part of my lows. My brother tell me that I'm proud of you folks. Some gon' show love and some gon' hate for no reason. I'm already knowing. They try to stop me, but it's this bad. She telling me keep going. They try to lock me out, somehow still all worked out like Terrell Lawrence. They try to knock me down, somehow I still get back up. And I keep going, I keep proving, I keep showing. I keep developing, I keep growing.
All my favorite hoodies at a bad condo. But I know this got my back like I'm Rondo. Sitting on my lap while I'm sliding through Chicago. Now we drive the boat, but when we came here, a wise man told me follow anywhere the star go. So I'm in that double R's, blacker than some charcoal. Open up the side doors and scan you like a barcode. For the little, for the Vato. See ya in Berea, boy, you better duck your taco. They be capping like they captain, I'm the capo. And I still a ship, go anywhere that I go. And I got the city on my shoulder like Iago. We in Miami like Martin and Will. She tryna get her a part in the film. Love it in Florida, but one California. The red bottom blues so hard in the hills. I'm at the dock with my arm in the wheel. This not no movie, I'm starving for real. This ain't no job, I'm starving for real. I'm hungry for real, I'm barring for real. I'm warm for real, hands up, this a cool D-tot. Try to keep it P like a 2C drop, but we got it locked out like a 2C knot. Know that you wanna see Cool G rap, but right now you finna see Cool G rock. Big guy with a look, green bean with a dot.
Another day, another dollar. What's them? Yeah. I be stunting like a big timer. What's them? Yeah. Another night. What's them? Yeah. She give you drama. What's them? Yeah. If you see me, just give me a holler. What's them? Yeah. You need motion, I got all kinds of. What's them? Yeah. If you see me, just give me a holler. What's them? Yeah. If you see me, just give me a holler. What's them? Yeah. My alarm going off, phone keep ringing, and there's money on my mind. Digits on the ceiling, and my paper known for that just the way it go when you living on the deep end. My little brother like my kids, cause all our daddy missing. We don't get Amber Alerts, we know them living. In my hood, we all the same and got the same story. When I say what's them, was that just how we say good morning? Another day, another dollar. What's them? I be stunting like a big timer. What's them? Another night. What's them? She give you drama. What's them? If you see me, just give me a holler. What's them?